Hi, this message is for Barkha Dutt. Barkha Dutt, in the recent Kashmir conflict, Burhan Wali and all the other conflict, your position, especially with your fight with Arnab Goswami, your position has become more than clear. I don't think there is any doubt in any Indian's mind that you align yourself more with the point of view of India's most dreaded terrorist, like Hafiz Saeed and Pakistani separatist. Your thinking, your support is more towards them than towards India. You are on the opposite side of India. You are in the favor of dividing India. You are in the favor of weakening India. That people know. What people do not know is why. How can someone so educated, someone who's not from madrasa, someone who's not been brainwashed, can see the point of view of Hafiz Saeed? And Hafiz Saeed singled you out, so that's so surprising. Anyways, all that on the side, I'm, as an Indian, find it my responsibility to try to help you understand our point of view, India's point of view. And I don't think it's going to be waste of my time and your time if I appeal to you about the plight of Pandits, plight of Hindus, because that would not affect you at all for some reason. However, I'm going to try to make a personal, a relatable comparison, relatable analogy to you, hoping that might help you understand India's point of view. So this is a thought experiment. Please follow me through it, and it's an analogy. Also, imagine that you are younger and you take part in track and field competition, okay? And you're taking part in this track and field competition and you won the first prize. You get the trophy, you take the trophy home. And then your neighbor comes, who incidentally had also participated in the trophy and had come second. So your neighbor comes to you and say, hey, Barkha, you know what? That trophy actually belongs to me. I had actually won it. And you said, no, what? The judges offered me the trophy. What are you talking about? And he said, no, no, no. My friends saw my hand crossed the line before your feet did, and I was the real winner. And I've always been the winner of track and field. I'm the track and field expert. No one wins but me. I am the track and field champion. I've always won the trophy. That trophy belongs to me. And you would say, no, 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 you may be a track and field champion, but in this competition, I have won, and this trophy belongs to me. I was given fair and square. And that your neighbor again persists and keeps on saying and say, hey, there is actually a camera on the track and field that actually took a picture. Your neighbor says that. And in that case, my hand, it shows that my hand was in front of your leg and I won. He keeps on persisting. So you, being such a wise and sensible and moderate person that you are, you told him, okay, all right, if that's the case, if that's how you feel, then let's go to the track and field office 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll sort the things out there. Your neighbor agrees and he leaves. Now, when the night falls, he breaks into your house. He breaks the window, he gets into your house, and he tries to steal your trophy. Okay? Now, suddenly your mother wakes up and she sees your neighbor. Your neighbor, scared, picks up a knife and stabs your mother in the chest. Okay? Now, I'm sorry, this is a bit of gruesome picture, but I don't mean any harm to any of your family, and I don't wish any real harm to any of your family, truly and honestly. But this is just to help you relate to our issue, to our feelings, to India's point of view. I'm making this personal comparison. So see, he stabs your mother dies, and she falls on the floor in the pool of blood, okay? Hearing her scream, you enter the room. You see your neighbor in front of you. Your neighbor sees you. He drops the knife, he drops the trophy, and makes a run for it. Okay? Now, next morning, there's a knock on your door. You open the door, and there is your neighbor. He comes to you and says, hey, Barkha, I hope you have not forgotten your promise you told me last night that we were supposed to go to the track and field office and make a decision on who that trophy belongs to. Now, my question to you is, in that scenario, what would be your reaction? That's exactly how we Indians feel when separatist or Pakistani demand Kashmir. When the first bullet was fired in Kashmir, when Pakistan attacked Kashmir, when the first Indian was killed in Kashmir, Pakistan lost all moral grounds to ask for Kashmir. When they went into battle for Kashmir, when they tried to take it by force and were unsuccessful, then they have no right to go back and say, oh yeah, let's talk about that plebiscite. It's ridiculous. And now, for you to understand how we feel about you, okay? You must have got a lot of angry tweets and mails from Indians, and this is how we feel. Let me give you a picture in front of you, okay? Now imagine in the scenario or in the thought experiment that I was talking about earlier. Imagine your sister goes to your neighbor's house and says, you know what? You are right. Barkha did promise you that she will do and go with you to the track and field office and finalize who the really trophy belongs to. Barkha did give you that promise. She needs to fulfill that promise. If your sister went to your neighbor and said, oh, you have the video, you said you have the video, so you must be right. Barkha deserves to fulfill her promise that she gave you and take you to the track and field and decide who's the winner. And you find out that that's what your sister did after your mother was killed, stabbed, and you saw your mother lie in the pool of blood, and your own flesh and blood goes to your neighbor's house and says, oh yeah, my sister needs to fulfill her promise. How would you feel about your sister? That's exactly how we feel about you. You are stabbing Mother India. You are being the biggest enabler of the separatist. The separatist argument is completely false, completely wrong. They are in 100% wrong. What do they want separation from? What do they want freedom from? There are 140 million Muslims living in absolute freedom in India. Not one of them has said, we want freedom from India, so our house is our country now. We are not going to let anyone enter. And separatists say, oh, we feel imprisoned because there is army surrounding us. Other than Kashmir, where is army? Is there army in Bihar? Is there army in West Bengal? No. There are Muslims everywhere in India, and there is no army there. All those Muslims are living peacefully. The army is there because they are protecting the citizens who want to live peaceful life in Kashmir. As soon as the people of Kashmir lay down their arms, as soon as the people of Kashmir stop getting into the street and throwing stones, the army will go away. But the problem is that leftists and journalists like yourself keep on making the Kashmiris feel that they are right. They are asking independence for what again? They have all the independence they need to live a prosperous life. I tell you, when they say they want independence, what do they want independence from? They want independence from non-Muslim. That's the problem. They want independence to have a land where not a single non-Muslim has freedom. They want independence to take freedom from other people. That's the freedom they're looking for. That's the freedom they don't have in Kashmir, which is to take away the freedom from non-Muslims. That is most evident. Other than that, the people in Kashmir have every right, every freedom that every single person in India, irrespective of their religion, has. And if 140 million Muslims can live freely in India, Muslims in Kashmir can live freely in Kashmir. They just have to have faith in India. You, journalists like yourself, must work towards making those Kashmiris have faith in India. Because other than that, you are just like your sister in that example that I said. That's all I have to say. Thank you.